Hi, welcome to Magpie Moonchild. My name is Kaylee and this is a deck unboxing and first little look for me for the Oracles by Libby Bove, and I really hope I pronounced that correctly. I have been watching this for a little while on one of my favourite tarot shops, and yeah, the time came to actually buy it. Again, I keep getting them when there's like 2 or 3 left in stock and I'm like, I need to get that before it disappears. It's like the fear of missing out kicks me up the bum to buy the thing I've been watching for a while. But anyway, let's have a look at the deck. So that comes with this guidebook, but I'm going to put the guidebook to the side. We will deal with that in a moment, and we are going to have a look at the deck itself. So it has 38 cards for insight and reflection, and then there's Libby's details there. I will try and link them down below. And yeah, the oracles. So I'm going to take this cuff off. Actually, I'm going to open the bag and the cuff might come off easier once I get the cards out. Correct. That is how it worked. Okay. So yeah, it comes with the velvet bag. There's no box with this one. And sometimes actually a lot more indie decks are coming with like the bags, because producing the box is actually more expensive than producing a deck. I think I saw that somewhere the other day. And that, you know, for a small artist to produce their artwork, having to shell out for sometimes more than half as much again, or you know, double the price again, for something that they're funding themselves to get produced. So it makes sense that they do it with a bag, and then, you know, boxes cost money. So a lot more money on the printing costs, and so, you know, that means that the deck is then more affordable for people who perhaps don't tend to buy indie decks because they're £70 a deck, or, you know, 50, 60, 70 pounds a deck, 80 pounds a deck, because anyway, because it's out of reach. The price points, some people can only afford like 10, 15, 20, 30 pounds. So it makes sense to make it affordable so more people can access your artwork. It makes absolute sense. So obviously it comes with these cards. The cards, I'm going to take the paper cuff off of these. That's not necessarily why this deck creator has chosen a bag. Sometimes they do it because they like the bag. But yeah, so we have this gorgeous design on the back. And it's not reversible, obviously. They are matte printed cards. They are quite large cards. They're larger than a traditional tarot. If I just grab a traditional tarot card, you can see that they are bigger than the traditional tarot. They are a lot bigger than the traditional tarot. I'd say they're probably slightly taller than normal oracle cards, but narrower. So the ratio is slightly different. I don't think I have any oracle cards around me to do that with. Anyway, let's have a look. So we have Milk Jug. We have The Bad Move. The Golden Dog Bite. I love this artwork. It's amazing. The Demon in Disguise. The Blasted Bell. Hanging On. The Mother. It's actually quite sweet. I know it's all like scratchy and red, but actually it's really beautiful. The Mother. Post Penultimate Times. The Quartet. For some reason I'm hearing Carol of the Bells in my head as I look at that. The Scarlet Flag. The Simulation Running Out of Ideas says. Very cool. The Candle, being burnt at both ends, might I add. The Dancer. The Black Hair. The Factory. The Feud. That is so simple, showing a feud. I really like that. The Gleaner. The Hoarder. Oh, I didn't know they made a card about me. I'm joking. I'm a squirrel. I just put things away, collect things. Anyway, The Lonely Heart. The Loose Note. The Martyr's Bath. The Moon. The Onlookers. They're all like heads on stakes. Anyway, the Piper. Has anyone paid him? It's a joke. The Sulk. The White Hare. The Wretched Broth. The Treat at the End of the Tunnel. I love that. The treat at the end of the tunnel instead of the light. Oh my God, yes. 3 sheets to the second windsock. I love that. I was about to say 3 sheets to the wind and then saw the second windsock. So if you're 3 sheets to the second windsock, does that make you more drunk than you were to begin with? And then what happens after? The spectacle. The Whale. Oh, wow. I love that. The Flail. The waves of Goldilocks. Stunning. The Sun. With all the electric cables going across. The Smoking Baby. Doing a Britney Spears dance, apparently. A Bad Case of the Doppelgangers. The Gods of the Weybridge. Interesting. It's like Justice, right? The Slow Worm. I love that. We used to have slow worms in our old garden. Beautiful. They are beautiful. And they can be on the path outside as well. I love slow worms. Now I live in the city a bit more. I don't really like see them so much. Anyway, let's see if they riffle shuffle. Obviously, these cards are quite big. I can fit them in my hands because I have decent biggish hands. They will riffle shuffle. It depends, obviously. I have less control of my left hand than I do of my right hand, clearly, today. I wonder if I can do it that way, sideways, as a riffle. Yeah, they will riffle. That's just me being awkward, you know. They will slide, as you can see there, they will slide. They're probably a bit big to handle in a way that's... There we go, riffle shuffle in. If they are quite thin, but if you bend them, they pop straight back straight. Look at that. Straight back straight. Really good. They are good quality. Although the cardstock is thin, it does feel safe and secure. It feels solid to rub along. Like, I love that noise. Anyway, yeah, it's beautiful. So as you can see, they stay straight. So I don't know if they're plaster coated, but it is matte cardstock. But it is slippery. They will wash. You can move them around, and if you're somebody that puts them all out everywhere and around, they will wash and go back in together really easily. If I hand over shuffle, which I can do because of, you know, freakishly long fingers and stuff, you can pull a card from in amongst it quite easily. They're not sticking to each other. They're really beautiful. I love that whale. I think that might be my favourite of the cards. Anyway, let's get a look at the guidebook. So if I just take the plastic cover off. Do you know what's really crazy is that I went to an art exhibition in Plymouth last year or earlier in the year, and this looks like one of the pictures from it. So there you go, Libby Bove. Details there. There was like a garage and it had all different people from... I wonder if that's the same person I've seen actually in an art exhibition in Cast. Anyway, we have the Oracles book, and as you can see on the back, it says the Oracles symbolize archetypes, moments, feelings, and experiences. They are personal to me, but they are yours for interpretation. Let them answer your call. Let them tell you a story. Oh, I love it. So this is a second edition. And where I bought it from Little Red Tarot, I did see, because I was trying to show my husband photos of the deck yesterday because they arrived while he was out, and I couldn't bother to go upstairs and get them. I'm really lazy like that. So oh, hang on, let me Google the deck to show you. Libby does have a Etsy store, so I will share that down below as well as where I got them. Time to consult the oracle. Then we have a spread. Then we have contents of like the cards, but they do appear to be in relatively no, a little bit in alphabetical order, but it doesn't matter if you just find what it is, and then you can do them. So we have a black and white image of the card, and then we have keywords and then information on the card. Oh no, that's not the card, is it? What card is that? Anyway, each card has got a full page of its meanings. Can you tell that Mercury? That is the blasted bell, though, because I remember that, thinking that looks like a pub that's been set on fire. There you go, the Bell Hotel. There you go. The house is on fire. Hanging on, milk jug, and then we have the mother. That is the image of the mother. So maybe it is the bad move postman. That is the card there. So some of them have got an image, some haven't. It is in black and white, the candle at both ends, overexertion, exhaustion, burnt out. So it is the candle burnt at both ends. It's a cliche for a reason. Then we have the factory, the feud, the gleaner. So we have some of them, the loose note. For some reason that made me think of farting, but anyway, the loose note. Anyway, the piper, the sun, the wretched broth, smoking baby. Yeah, I can't wait to use these because I'm really looking forward to, first of all, reading the information of each of the cards, and then after the flail, we've got details on Libby Bove there. So yeah, I believe she's in the UK. I could be really wrong. I think I saw it in the Etsy shop. It was in the UK, but I think it's really beautiful. That is the Oracles deck, Oracle deck, called the Oracles. It's really, really beautiful. I am so glad that this is in my life, and it feels playful, but it also feels like it's going to look into things or explore things or pull out. Sometimes the most absurd thing is the thing that you actually need, and I think some of these images bring in that kind of dystopian sharp relief, like it's come out of this surreal, it sounds weird, like Donnie Darko kind of world, or it also reminds me of what was the film? It's got is it This Is the End, or This Is the End of the World? It's where Emma Watson hides in a drain pipe for 3 days because like Los Angeles is burning. Anyway, it kind of reminds me of that, like how the scenes looked in that there was all this fire going on everywhere, and it was a bit like chaos, but in the chaos you can find wisdom in the chaos, and anyway, I really like it. I really love this deck. It gives a completely different point of view that none of my other Oracle decks give me. It does, yeah, and I think sometimes you need something a bit like the arcane bullshit Oracle deck and things like that. You need something that is irreverent. Is that the word I'm looking for? Because wisdom comes from every place. It doesn't just come from angels and nice fluffy pink, oracle cards, or they have validity. I'm not dismissing their validity, but it doesn't come from that love and light only. And actually, the most toxic thing is positive vibes only, like toxic positivity. But this comes from somewhere else, and it comes from a place that, if you need that point of view, it's there for you. It's been provided for you. And actually, I really like it. I like the scratchy style. I like it's got this undertone of like Bendy and the Ink Machine kind of colours and feel to it that's slightly darker. Yeah, it just feels really, I can't describe it because it's so of its own, but equally I can feel elements of other things coming in. I think it's like the that ochre colour and black and grey and white and scratchy, and some of the Bendy and the Ink Machine's a bit like that. But yeah, anyway, I really like this. Hopefully this has been helpful to you. If you would like to have any questions or comments, as always, please let me know down below. And yeah, hopefully this has been helpful. Check out some of the other videos, the other playlists on the channel. Subscribe if you want to see some more and be notified when they come up. I think we've got about 40 left to do that are on the shelves. There is a reason for that. I'm not gone insane and bought loads and just left them on the shelf, although there is about 15 of those. No, somebody was sending off a bulk load of them, and so I bought a bulk load. So I have bought a load, but it wasn't like they're all brand new. It was, anyway, I'm waffling, so I'm going to go and disappear. Hopefully this has been helpful, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.